Yo, what's up everybody? Ship here. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Today's video, we're going over my Arc Titan build that was featured in my Army of Just Me video that we dropped on Saturday. Guys, the links will be in the description. If you haven't seen it yet, please take a look. You'll see this build in action. A lot of you were interested, so let's get into the build. But before we get started, please guys take a second. If you enjoy this video is helpful, please like and sub. We're trying to grind towards YouTube partnership here, so any help along the way is greatly appreciated, and we'd love to have you on board. Another thing is any other things you guys would like to see featured on the channel, whether it's other builds on other characters, anything like that, please let me know. I'd love to make more content for you guys, so it is my absolute pleasure. Let's get into the build. So we're going to start off with the weapons before we get into the armor, and the aspects, and the fragments. So first things first is our Wastelander M5. So we've got Pugilist and 1-2 Punch on here. This is a crafted weapon that you can obtain through Dares of Eternity. Alright, so we've got 1-2 Punch, so hitting a target with nearly every pellet in a shock increases melee damage for a short duration. So you can do huge burst damage to the boss if you use shoulder charge as well as 1-2 Punch and conduction with knockout procced. It's pretty crazy. It does a lot of damage. So that is a really good perk, and you'll see a lot of really good Gambit players running shotguns with 1-2 Punch. It's for this reason. Next thing is Pugilist. So final blows with this weapon generate improved melee energy. So pretty self-explanatory. Punch things, get kills, and then will regenerate your melee energy. Next, we have the Deafening Whisper. So this is a grenade launcher, the wave frame. The main reason I use this over 4 Barons, for example, is auto-loading holster. So whatever y'all like to use, if you like wave frame GLs, it's completely up to you. This one here you can get from Zur, I believe, still, and also I think through Dares of Eternity on the featured week. That's why I use the Deafening Whisper. Last but not least is our Xenophage, our exotic machine gun. So guys, the reason we use this bad boy is mainly for the envoys and taking care of the invaders. You'll notice I mainly reap, so I don't invade too often. So this is predominantly for clearing big heavy adds, getting them out of the way quick, and also killing invaders. Alright guys, so we'll get into the armor section. So here we have my lovely Titan. If you guys don't have any Artifice armor, if you're wondering what this extra slot is here, it allows you to have a +3 statistic, which allows you to have overall a little bit better builds. That's how I have my triple hundreds here on my Titan. So in terms of the helmet, the most important thing in here is double hands-on. So this will give extra super energy on melee kills. Double, they stack. Obviously there's diminishing returns on the extra one, but definitely extremely helpful for refunding your super pretty quick. Most good Reapers on Titan can have their super within the first 2 add waves, absolutely every single time. Now, in order to add to that, all of these mods are going to work all together in perfect harmony. Alright, so on the arms, we need heavy-handed, so powered melee final blows create orbs of power. So once you have knockout procced, which is after basically 1 punch, you will start making orbs on every kill with your punch. We want focusing strike, so grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a melee attack. So this will feed into our class ability, which isn't actually the wall on the Titan. We'll see that in a second here. Once we get into the aspects and the fragments. But we actually use the air move on the Titan, and we'll see on the class item why exactly we use that. Now, fastball is a must for me. I can't throw grenades without fastball, but this is up to you, completely optional. Chest piece, also not really important. I put on solar reserves and unflinching solar, so nothing too crazy here, whatever you like. The legs, I really like solar scavenger and solar holster, so my Xenophage reloads itself, as well as the fact that anytime I pick up any heavy, I'm going to be getting more ammo, which is wonderful in Gambit. Obviously, I know a lot of people don't like heavy, but it's part of it, so you might as well use it to your best of your abilities. Now, in terms of class item, we've got our utility kickstart. So this is anytime you use your class ability, you get your class ability energy back. So pretty self-explanatory. So anytime I dodge with my Titan, I'll be getting a little bit of energy back. Now, also, anytime I dodge, I'll be refunding a bit of my grenade cooldown as well. So the grenade cooldown is really good DPS. I'll show you guys in a second which grenades I use. And last but not least is Powerful Attraction. So this automatically collects nearby orbs of power when you activate your class ability. So this is the reason I use the dodge. Anytime I dodge around orbs or any of the Gambit motes, I will pick up everything around, including the ones stuck in the floor. So use that. Absolutely use that. Now here we get into the aspects and the fragments, alright? We obviously use Thunder Crash, we use our Thruster, we use our Catapult, Lift, Jump, whatever you guys, this is completely optional, whatever you want. Absolutely use Seismic Strike. This does insane damage to the boss with 1-2 Punch. I really like Pulse Grenades. You pin them in an area where adds are spawning, and you will see pretty quickly everything disappears. All right, so that's what we run for our abilities. Now our aspects, we run knockout. So knockout, we had already mentioned in this video, is very, very important for making orbs and doing absolutely massive damage with our punch. And then last but not least is touch of thunder. So our pulse grenade is going to create ionic traces as it damages target and increases in damage over time. Okay, ionic traces are going to refund grenade, your melee, and your class ability. Okay, so that's really nice. Now onto the fragments. We use finishers, make you amplified. I'll be honest with you, getting this season, getting amplified is pretty easy, but otherwise it's pretty nice to have after this season. Defeating a jolted target creates an ionic trace. Okay, so sparks of ion, and that's going to work in conjunction with our spark of shock. So your arc grenades jolts targets. This is absolutely imperative to run. I see a lot of people not running this on their arc builds because of the -10 discipline. Don't worry about the stat, run this perk. Alright chat, run it. Last but not least, spark of magnitude. Your lingering arc grenades, lightning grenade, pulse grenades, and storm grenade have an extended duration. So you stick this on the boss, you stick this on a huge ad wave that just spawned up, and you will see absolutely everything being destroyed. It's fantastic. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this build. If there's any other questions you have, there's something I may have missed, please ask down below. If you enjoyed this video or it was helpful, please like and please subscribe. It would help a lot. We're trying to work towards our YouTube partnership. Any help along the way is appreciated. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys soon.